Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wolfstar87 coming to you with a Planet Crafter episode. As I said, these will drop on Mondays. Right now, we're going to bounce between the Prime and Toxicity. And I believe once we've got those majority completed, I may do, or completed, depending on how long that takes, I may do then switch it over to Humble and Selenia. They're the two harder. Although Toxicity seems to be kicking my butt right now. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to. I'm probably going to do both instead of alternating, just because both seem to be fairly popular right now. I'm actually stoked with how many views almost all of the videos are getting. Um, as I've said, I did put up and set up a schedule. I'm kind of doing things. I've got some videos already done for the next few weeks. I will not be doing any recording. Um, Pretty much the week of Christmas. Um, I'm gonna spend that time with my family. So I'm gonna have videos pre done up for, I believe I'm just gonna go ahead and do for perchance the rest of the month. But Mondays is Planet Crafter. We've got Prime and Toxicity going. So we can delete that. I'm not even sure where I'm at on that one. I'll rename that one. And then Tuesdays is Pal World. I've got, I think, the next 3 weeks already done. So, tune into that. Wednesdays is Sphinx. And I'm going to alternate it with Voyagers of Nera. Those are the two lesser popular ones, so I've got them mooshed into one day. So I think this week Sphinx is what drops, so next week will be Voyagers of Nera. And then Thursdays is 2 points. We do have Campus Hospital and Museum going all at one shot. I'm just going to do, they're shorter videos that I tend to do, so I'm going to do all of those at once. And then Friday initially was going to be a grounded day, but I've decided to make it a hodgepodge day, if you will. We've got a couple of other gameplays going aside from grounded. I may pull back a little bit from grounded and whatnot based on things go, and then I may not. It just depends. But I do have just dropped today, so keep an eye out for that. Is Slime Rancher 2. So that'll be a Fridays type of thing. Also, I'm going to shift Medieval Dynasty to Fridays, so kind of alternate with that. I don't know if I'll do all three on Fridays or if I'll alternate. Just depends. And then the newest one that's going to drop tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday. What is today? Today is Thursday. I've lost my days of the week. Tomorrow's Friday. So dropping tomorrow also will be Prehistoric Kingdom. It's kind of, it's an interesting game. I haven't played it in a while, and I thought, why not? And add a little bit of content to the channel. So look to see that coming out. It's a little bit longer video, mostly because as the video title will say, we stumble through the tutorial. But enough about that. Today, I believe we're going to do some Prime right now. I believe when last we left off, we were minor progress. I was going to say no progress, but we have at least 4 of these thingies here. Oxygen. We have 2 heaters. Woo! And if we head outside, we have some drills. Like 2, 3. I can't count. Oh, we got a veggie tube too. Woo! That's what we need. Okay, what do we need for the veggie tube too? That's the question. That's not the. I've been playing too many games. Lost my train. So we need Irone, ice, baby, magnesium, and silicone. So we can switch out our veg 2, our veg 1s for veg 2. Because veg 1 has all of those needed, except we also need silicone and another ice. So, that being said, we just need another ice, That's not that. That's our oxygen and food. This is our ice. We have 1 ice. Okay, we'll go outside. I know I have a tub for silicone. Maybe? Aluminum, miscellaneous, cobalt, titanium, iron. Oh, we don't actually have one for silicone. Odd. Oh, T3 backpack. Awesome. Alright. Oh, wait. Was this silicone? Nope, that's magnesium. God bless it. Alright, well, we're going to go look for some silicone and spice. Ta-da. Look, silicone. Hydration. I feel like that's annoying on a golden level. Ooh. Alright, I'll go ahead and get a few pieces of extra ice and... Oh, a ladder. Holy crap, we're unlocking stuff. I don't know why I got the cobalt, except it was right there in my face. Alright. So... Ooh, we'll take the iron. We never pass up iron. Because that's like the bane of our existence right now. Okay, so... I gotta watch my oxygen. I got another ice. I want this silicone, and then... And yes, I'm hoping that this episode we will actually explore one of the ships. So that... Oops, inventory is full. Awesome. There's an iron underneath there. I'm going to see if I can't get it to. We're going to go to that ship there. We're not ready for the big ship just yet. Good ship lollipop. Alright. Okay, I feel like I need another chest and or tub. For silicone. Alright. And I believe if I hit shift... Nope. Control. Yep, there we go. Alright. That's all that. Cool. Oh, here's the silicone. Awesome. Alright, so, now then. Oh, right. Haha! You actually have to take the plant out. I would think that would be kind of self-explanatory. Okay, so, for T2, you would think I'd remember this. I need 1 more ice. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to make a T2, and we're going to also watch our power tank. Quicker than you can say power. Alright, perfecto. Now... Alright, cool. And I think with Toxic, the problem that I'm running into is all of the shiny. I'm forgetting the basics of the game. And I think Humble ran into that problem too when I was doing Humble. I've not tried Selenia, to be fair. At least I don't remember trying Selenia. Yeah, I knew something was going to tank the power. Alright, so let's see. We need better power. Oops. We need 2 cobalt, an iron, and a silicone. Awesome. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And we got 2 silicone. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we got a double of power going, which is awesome. Alright, so we need 1, 2. Whoops. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so we got that going. I don't think we can... Yeah, no. We don't have iridium, so I can't make another heater, but we can make another drill. So we will go ahead and do that. We'll make 2 more drills. Probably should prepare to make a couple of more... what is it? I need iron and silicone. Okay. Make a couple of more of the whatchamacallits. Just... Ooh, T2 here. Awesome. Just because I feel like... Oh, titanium. What am I doing? Titanium. Okay, we should have some titanium in the pod. Or in the house. That's magnesium. Cobalt. There we go. Oh, T2 drill. What do we need for T2 drill? 1 iron and 2 titanium. Okay, so... Nope. Perfect. This is gonna kill the power. If anybody's curious. It may not. Oh, it didn't. But I don't trust it, so... Food level is low. Well, that's... par for the course. Huh. There it is. Oh, we need more iron. Always. Oh, I thought that was actually a thing. It's not. I'm sad. Let's see here. Iron. Woo! Cobalt as well, but iron mostly. I need iron. I mean, I'll take the silicone, but I really need iron. All right. So, I think no. All right. Now then, I gotta watch it because get too far afield and we could struggle to get back. Okay. So, all right, we'll head back. And then we will prepare to head to the ship. I recommend that you make outposts when you do that because for starts, it's far. I don't know if anybody's really noticing that, and that's even further. And you're doing it on foot until you get the rover. Okay, no. And this is just a backup. Perfect. All right, we've got enough power going, which is fantastic. Okay. So let me make, what do I need for the T2 backpack, or T3 backpack? Ouch. I need 2 aluminum, and we're good to go. Sweet. And guess what? We have 2 aluminum, so that's fantastic. Awesome. And now I have, whoops, so much more space. It's perfect. We need the flashlight. Hydration level is low. Got it. Alright, so I need the flashlight. I need 2 magnesium. That should be, nope. There we go. Now we have flashlight. Alright, so what we need is we need a 1, 2, 3, 4 iron, 2 titanium, and a silicone. And we have 2 iron. Okay, so we need 2 more iron. I'd rather not leave it to chance. And we need 2... Oh, good lord. Titanium, which we don't have. Okay, so we're also going to need a water and an oxygen and at least 2 food. So what we're going to do, water and water. Okay, and then we'll make another oxygen. Because I don't think, yeah, we've got all the way up to the O2 tank. So, yeah, we've got the O2 tank. Okay, so now then, we got 2 food, 3 oxygen, 3 water, which is good. And then we've got enough for the thing. All right, we are gonna go this way, and we're gonna explore the ship. Now, oh, it's dark. Well, that's fine. The reason you want to have a pod is because, strictly speaking, and I'll tell you why I picked those up as well. Strictly speaking, you want to be able to set up a small blast. We'll have to see what the level 3 is. Okay, you want to be able to set up a small outpost right here. Because you're going to be compiling a lot of crap. Oh, titanium. God bless it. Not too worried about finding stuff over here because we haven't been over here, so we haven't really... I think I'm going to need another titanium just for kicks. Anyway, as I was saying, you want to set up an outpost. That way, so you can, 1, you've got your oxygen. 2, you're going to want to also set up a couple of chests. 1, eventually have like stuff and whatnot to put in. But when you go in these places, you're going to literally have like, now what do I need for iron and silicone? Okay. Speaking of, you're going to literally go in there and you're going to get a whole boatload of crap. And you're going to not have enough space in your backpack. So you're going to end up having to there we go. Now, what do I need for the O2? I need aluminum. We don't have that. Not readily available. You can get some way over yonder, but we don't have enough oxygen for that. Alright, so we're going to head in to this. Ship. Now, you can go over here and get aluminum. Actually, speaking of, we might actually go ahead and do that. I will get that chest at a later date. That's perfect. Now, what is in this chest, though? Oh, shoot. Never mind. We're going to get it now. Alright, down this way, there's like a lot of aluminum, but we only need the 1 piece. We got some iridium and some uranium, so we're going to go put that in the chest. Might make a third chest. Yeah, I'll make a third chest. We got a plant. We got one iridium. We got an aluminum now. Oops, we need that. What do we need for the 3 oxygen? Iron, silicone, magnesium, titanium. Okay, so iron. We need a silicone and a magnesium. Here we go. Should, unless I'm stupid. Got it. And that now bumps up our oxygen to 280, which is perfect. Okay, so now we have 3 food, 3 water, 3 oxygen. All right. It does take up a bit of space, which is why we have the chests out there. We're going to have to drink some water and eat anyway, but... Alright, so, flashlight. You want a flashlight? These we can't get until we get the Destructor 2. So, I wouldn't bother. I mean... Oh good, we got grow stuff. We can't do much with it right now. Now we're snazzy. You can't see us worth crap because we're in the dark. And that's how quickly your thing fills. We literally, you can't go in this door until you get a power cell. So don't bother trying to figure out how to do it until you can get another power cell. And it's going to be a minute before we get one of those. We got to do some hoofing and humptin' dumptin'. Alright, so first chest. Perfect. We'll go ahead and drink that and eat that. Alright, back in we go. Excuse me. I kind of like that so far this game seems to be that the only thing that's really out to kill you is oh gosh. Literally just life. I don't know if in later bits there's like other stuff that tries to kill you. I haven't actually completed the Prime, nor have I I'll have to come back. Completed the humble version. I got fairly far in the Prime. I think I was I had frogs and insects growing, if you will. If that tells you anything. If it doesn't, oh well. But oh, I won't fit. Shoot. I'll have to make another one. Because we're not done yet. Alright, so back in we go. I won't start hauling stuff back to base until we get it cleared. Then I don't have to keep going in and out. This isn't a large ship. There's some that are just... There's some of these that are huge. And... honestly, I don't recommend trying to clear them until you've got, like, where you can breathe. Because... you just... Oh. See, this is perfect. This is a T2 hitter. We can reinstall that back at home base. I know there's one of them, the big one. We have to come back for all of that, but we also have more iridium, which is perfect. We'll be back for these 3 in a second. This one doesn't, this door, I don't think that door ever opens because it doesn't have a power cord. But yeah, no, there's some of the bases that are just, they're massive. I got lost in one once. Luckily I had the oxygen was full and all that, but we got a lot of iridium now, which is cool. There we go. We'll go ahead and eat that while we're at it. Oop, we got living glass compartment thing. We are unlocking. Whoa. Holy crap, we're unlocking a lot. Getting those, good lord. Getting that Vegetu in is what's doing it. We've got 4 of them going, plus we've got the super drills going, which helps immensely. Yeah, this one I don't think has a power thing in it, to be fair. These chips are going to be perfect. I take all the chests because then I know I've cleared everything and I didn't leave anything behind. Plus it's iron. And if you might have noticed, iron is like a scarce commodity for the most part. That door I don't think ever opens. Because there's no power core in this one. I thought there was, but that's the other one. And that is that one done. Now we just gotta hoof everything back home. It's easier when you have more than one person. This is a multiplayer game. I think you can play up to 8 people. Not 100% on that, so don't quote me on it. Kai has joined us in this lovely video. He's at my feet again. For anybody who's never watched one of my videos, Kai is my 13-year-old tabby cat. I got him when he was 4 months old, and he's been with me ever since, and he is, I don't know what I would do without him, to be fair. He was my second cat that I got. My first cat was Pen. I named him Pen because he was chewing on the pen that I was using to adopt him with, and it just stuck, and I added an extra into it just to make it fun for all involved. But yeah, Pen, sadly we lost in 2017. He was only 6 years old. He got a massive infection of some kind, from what I understand from the vet. His white blood cell counts, everything came back fine. He tested negative for feline leukemia and all of that, but there was some kind of infection, and they didn't know what it was. They didn't know what. All they knew is that his white blood cell count was 33,000, and normal for cats is 3,000. So massive infection somewhere. He lost a great deal of weight, and couldn't keep anything down. And I basically was told I had 2 choices. Well, 3. I could take him home and pray. I could have them keep him overnight, and they would hook him up to fluids and make him comfortable. And that was going to run me about $1,000 just for him to stay one night, not a couple, one. And or I could put him to sleep. I was still young enough and didn't know what else to do. I was terrified of coming home to find him gone, so I made the decision to, because he was, if I'd have thought that he would have pulled out of it, and I still wonder, oops, what am I doing? I still wonder sometimes, but he couldn't drink, he was barely walking. I mean, he fell over 3 times trying to walk. He was so weak, and I couldn't continue to watch him do that, so I just elected to have them put him to sleep. They have a special rose garden. My parents' last dog is there. It's a rose garden that we have somewhere in the city where they take the ashes after they've cremated a pet and they scatter them there and they help the roses grow. And a small plaque is placed. I've never been. Don't know that I want to, quite frankly, to go see where his little name tag is. They put a little plaque with your pet's name there. Ooh, look at our pretty flowers. They put a little plaque there and where he's at, where the pet's like somewhere in the park in their little thing. I don't know where it's if they have it separated specifically or what, but so that's where he was put. What am I doing? I briefly thought of getting a second cat, which I've mentioned before. I was kind of concerned with Kai because he and Penn were buddies, well, the exception of the fact that Penn was a little terror and would pretty much pick on him and chase him around the apartment, sometimes not so nicely either. But Kai went back to where Penn had kind of settled and checked for him because he'd check on him. And then after a bit, there it is. He seemed to be fine, and he seems to do fairly well on his own. He actually started eating properly. He wasn't eating very well with Penn around. He got very food anxious and would eat it so quickly that he'd throw it right back up. So that was a big problem with Kai. But he hasn't done that since, so I elected to not get a second cat. With him being 13 now, I have thought about it greatly to get him like a friend, especially since my work hours increased this last year. And he seems to be a bit lonely. Him sleeping on my foot is actually not proof of that. That is just a thing. He has a foot thing. Has had since he was littles. He just likes sleeping on my foot. And I've also learned that as a result, I've learned that cats actually drool. Because he has drooled on my foot. But right now we do not have space for a second cat. So we need to wait. I'm possibly this next year going to be moving to a slightly larger home. Kind of almost, well, it's just me and my menagerie. My nephews do visit regularly. And when they were little, them being on little rollout cots was fine. But now that they're the ripe old ages of 13 and 12, yeah, I need like a space for them. Plus, at moment, you cannot use my dining room because that is where all of the animals are that are in tanks. So I wasn't using it anyway, so I didn't see a reason not to. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Not to use it in that manner. It just means you can't really. I mean, nobody was eating in the dining room anyway, but yeah, you really can't eat there now. Because there's 5 terrariums in there of varying sizes. I say varying because I have 4 40-gallon tanks, a 20-gallon tank, and then a 10-gallon tank. The 10-gallon tank is our isolation tank. For anybody who doesn't, or quarantine tank, it kind of serves as both. For me, I use it as a quarantine tank for our newest member, Pyro, when he was just coming home. And where did I put the silicone at? Am I stupid? I is. There it is. Ta-da! All right. But initially it was set up as a ISO tank or quarantine tank for when I got the littles. If you don't know, the littles are my smaller. I have two troops of hermit crabs. I have the residents of the Hermitage, as I called it, which is in a 40-gallon tank, and that is my three that are Rocky, Pearl, and Zoomer. They are large to jumbo. The littles are in the what I call the little crab shack, and they are Flash, Blaze, and Summer. That trio are small, and as I've said many times, Flash, who's my smallest one, is the size of a quarter with his shell intact. Summer and Blaze are about the same size and are a little bit bigger. I mean, for Flash, I had a mini panic attack because I didn't have shells small enough, or I had shells that were too small because I hadn't quite gotten the device I needed to measure their shells properly. So, yeah. So I have a wide range of shells. We're set for shells. Trust me. I've got everything from micro mini to humongo, which is the size of my palm, or anybody's palm for that matter. And yes, hermit crabs can get that big. They actually, as it is with most crustacean species, they will continue to grow. Nope. They will continue to grow. As long as they can molt, they will grow, and they will continue to live as well. It's a very rare thing. So they could live, hundreds of years. On average, hermit crabs live around 70 years in the wild, 30 years in captivity if you pay attention to what you're doing. And yeah, unfortunately, the life expectancy of a pet hermit crab is at a maximum a year, at a minimum a week. Mostly it's improving, it's gotten better, and that's mostly because I never actually paid attention to what the plants look like. Oh, that looks like a butterfly. That is so cool. Anyway, focus. Yeah, they most people don't do research outside of pet stores who I don't understand. They sell them, but they don't sell the proper equipment for them. They sell the products that are made by companies that market stuff to children. All of the animals that I have are labeled as beginner. And honestly, yes, they are relatively easy to care for. However, each one has its own special needs. I mean, honestly, I would not consider a hermit crab a beginner pet. It is a high maintenance individual. You do not interact with them. I mean, I know of some people who have. I generally consider them a hands off. I don't mess with them unless I have to, just because they require certain parameters to survive. And by pulling them out of that enclosure, I have seen videos and heard of people who will put them in hamster balls. Please, for the love of God, if you get a hermit crab, do not do that. Leave it in its enclosure. That's anything, even hamsters and mice. I know there's people that now, if you're doing a free form type of thing where you have a room set up specifically to give them that extra space, that's fine. That's perfect. But some of the stuff I have seen people do, I saw a video that broke my heart, and I don't know the name. I'm not going to drop names. But they had the setup was the critter trails. Critter trails are death sentences for small animals. They're not enough space. Even I knew that back in the early 2000s when I had hamsters. I got a critter trail, saw what it was, immediately chucked it, went out and bought a 20-gallon tank. And that was back before the parameters had increased. But I watched the video of this. They literally took and set up. They bought hundreds of thousands of the plastic tubes and created this tube death trap maze with steep heights and steep everything, and basically force the hamster out of its little home. Hamsters are nocturnal, crepuscular at a most, which means they prefer the night or they prefer day and night. And woke it up in the middle of the day so they could film a video of watching this poor hamster run this rat race around their home. And it's, if you to put all of that effort and time into actually putting a proper enclosure for the animal and then filming it, okay, but I don't know, I don't get it. I know some people are bored with life and this is what they do, but I mean, how about you put yourself in the animal's position if you're going to do that? Wake yourself up at crack ass of dawn and, run in a plastic tube where there's no air holes and see how you like it. But enough of that. I'm going to jump off my soapbox. We are here to play this game, not here to preach. I tend to get preachy in the videos, so I apologize to anybody who doesn't want to hear preachy. My bads on that. Alright, so let's see if we've got any messages, oh, we don't have an antenna. We need an antenna. Alright, can I add on to our thing? I need, 2 irony to do that. Okay, we're going to add once in each direction. And a titanium. Okay, we're going to go out this way. Yes. I had to think. I've got the design for this in my head. Which is probably dangerous, but it's in my head. We'll be fine. Alright, so out that way. So this is eventually going to be our communications hub area. Over there is going to be a production hub area, possibly all of that. It's going to make sense when I get going. But for now, it makes absolutely Poindexter sense. Alright, so we need a... Alright, so that's our That's our terraform. Whoops, more whoops. That's the terraformation screen. So we need the progress screen. We need an iron, 2 silicone, and a cobalt. Alright. We're almost out of cobalt, which is fantastic. And I need a silicone. Almost out of silicone too. Oh, and we need a cobalt. Where did I put I already got the cobalt. God bless it. Alright, so I'm going to stick that screen here. Oh, I need 2 silicone. Damn it. Oh, excuse me. We've almost drained this area of resources, which becomes a problem because then I have to go further afield. We'll tackle that area next episode. What do I need for the other screen? I've got the energy screen. I need a magnesium, and then I need 2 iron for a desk. Okay, so... Alright, now I need 2 iron, which we have a lot of iron back home, so not too worried about that. I also need to make that message antenna, which needs iron, titanium, and silicone. Okay, so, oh, it was off. Ha ha ha! Okay. I've been working on keeping these videos under an hour. So we'll get these 2 things, or at least try to keep them around 45 minutes. We're almost at that point. Don't know that anybody cares, but I've been working on it. Because I will go long because I get sidetracked with games. Alright, so what we're going to do, once we get these up, then we'll call it an episode. So... Alright, so we got that one. Alright, we're going to move this one over to here. like so. And then I think all right, cool. Oh, we need iron. 2 more iron. Perfect. Oh, we got agility boots. Woo! Okay, so can I make the antenna? I need silicone, iron, and... Oh, that's right. We got to go out and get silicone. Iron and aluminum. Be right back. Got to get silicone. Next episode, we will make ourselves some shoes so we can run instead of this bouncing thing that gets us absolutely almost nowhere. Oh, look, iron. I'll take you. And I'll take you. And we're going to bounce back. Well, wait. I'll take you too. Just out of principle of being, you know, wanting. So, okay. Now. And then... This is going to kill the power. I can tell you that. Oh, we got a food grower too. This is literally going to kill the power. Yeah. Like I said, power gone. What do I need for that? Aluminum and water. Well, we might as well in for a penny, in for a pound, as I say. Okay. And aluminum, we're going to make a food grower. Why? Because we ain't got no food. Oh, iron. God bless it. Got some onions. Or, I think that's onions. I'm not sure what that is, actually. Nope. Where did we put the food? Ah, here we go. I mean, we could make 3. But I'm going to make the 2 right now. And then we'll fix our whatchamacallit problem. Alright, well, we're going to leave it there. When we come back, we will fix our power issue that's an ongoing issue, regardless of what we do. I hope everybody has an awesome Monday, because that's when this will be coming out. Post a comment, put up a like, subscribe if you would like, hit the notification bell, and have an awesome day. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!